I accidentally created a $40,000 side hustle that forced Apple to change their App Store policy. Now I can't believe what happened next. During my senior year of college, I was broke, stressed, and desperately needed a way to make money without sacrificing study time. I had basic coding skills, but nothing extraordinary, just enough to be dangerous. One night, while struggling to find affordable textbooks, I had a simple idea. What if there was an app that automatically compared textbook prices across all platforms, not just Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but also student exchange groups, library rentals, and international editions? I built Pride Save over a weekend, a bare-bones iOS app that scraped data from 24 different sources. The interface was ugly, the code was messy, but it worked. I published it to the App Store for $0.99, thinking maybe a few hundred students might download it. 3 days later, I woke up to 18,000 downloads. Turns out a popular education Eshins had featured my app in a college hacks video that went viral. Like it, were saving hundreds of dollars on textbooks, and I was steadily making more money than I'd ever seen in my life. By week 3, Pride Save had over 120,000 downloads. My simple app was generating more income than my parents combined. I started receiving emails from grateful students, including one who said my app saved them enough money to pay their rent for the month. Then came the cease and desist letters, first from Amazon, then from Chegg, then from 5 other companies whose data I was scraping. They claimed I was violating their terms of service. I panicked and consulted a tech-savvy professor who suggested a workaround. Instead of scraping data directly, I could create a specialized browser within the app that helped users compare prices themselves. I rebuilt the app overnight and released version 2.0. Kites continued to surge, and Apple featured Pride Save in their back-to-school collection. I was now making nearly $40,000 a month. 6 months later, Apple released new App Store guidelines, specifically prohibiting apps that facilitate price comparison by automated means. The language was so specific, it might as well have said no more apps like Pride Save. I had 2 weeks to comply or be removed from the store that night. Feeling defeated, I posted my story on a developer forum. By morning, I had emails from 3 educational technology companies wanting to acquire my app and user base. Last week, I signed a deal selling Pride Save for enough money to pay off my student loans and fund my graduate studies. The company that acquired it is working directly with publishers to create legitimate partnerships while maintaining the core mission, making education more affordable. Apple still has their new rule created because of my weekend project, but now when I see it, I don't feel defeated. I feel proud. Sometimes breaking the rules forces the conversation we need to have. The textbook industry needed disruption, and sometimes it takes a broke college student with nothing to lose to show what's possible.